Okay. Okay. Assalamualaikum. Good morning, everyone. Okay. We have everyone here for our today's meeting and discussion. Okay. First of all, today's meeting's objective are to choose the topic for our community project and to make a proposal regarding the selected topics. Okay, first, we want to choose the topic for our community project. Anybody have any suggestion?
I now have one suggestion, which is I have done my research and I found that what if we do about dry eye syndrome among computer users? What do you guys think? Because when I search for an article, I found that the prevalence for the dry eye was quite high in Malaysia, which is the research is done by the University Malaya Medical Center. It's not focusing on specific community, but it's open to the common people. And then the presence of the dry eye from the positive diagnostic at that medical center is 40.2%, which is for me quite high. What do you guys think?
Yes.
I
I
agree with
I think it's right.
I think it's okay because dry eye always affect student, right? Because student always use their computer.
Yes.
Especially during this pandemic.
Yes.
Yeah, because of that, I choose dry eye because dry eye usually doesn't happen if we are aware and we take a step to prevent it by using eye drop or something else like practice full blinking. Because when I found an article, the article said that dry eye can be caused by the partial blinkers or living in a smoking environment. It also can be caused dry eye. And the most common cases is that contact lens wear.
contact lens wearer.
But you choose population in computer users instead of the wearers, right?
Pardon me.
You choose computer users target population as target population, but not the wearers. Why? Can you tell me?
Because during this pandemic, as we know, many students have online classes, right? So they have to face a gadget like a laptop, computer, and phone very high in frequency. Yes. So I think we can create an awareness to the students, especially to avoid them from having a serious dry eye disease.
That's a good idea. I agree with this topic.
Okay, so I'm focusing on the university student. Is it okay
Yeah.
rather than a school student?
Yes.
I have question. You have found that dry eye prevalence on CL. So is it okay if we don't have the prevalence on the computer?
That's why I'm not so sure. Because I just found the prevalence for the dry eye, which is in a common problem, which is not specific. Or we just have to show it to madam first. See?
Okay, I think we will we can KIV this topic because there is no prevalence on computer users can cause dry eye. Is
Okay.
it okay, Anna?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Anna. Thank you.
Welcome.
Shao, do you have any suggestion? Shaura?
Now?
Yes, Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, my internet quite slow.
Okay, it's
Okay.
okay.
Okay, I
Okay.
think the easy topic for us to find the patient. I think that presbio. Because presbio is common around people
Oh,
of people aged 40 and above, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
I search the article,
Yes.
and then for the global, it is significant because around 1.8 billion people, and the prevalence 25%. So it's quite significant lah. And then I search for the prevalence in Malaysia, right? Because we need to put the prevalence should be in local. But I search, and then the it is not many of the article that show up. When I search the presbio, it only show the hyperopia, low vision, blindness. So I think that it's quite hard for us to move on with this topic. So
So, do
that,
you want to proceed?
but I don't know if hyperopia is the same with presbio.
Oh.
Do you think that presbio and hypero is the same? Because in here at article, in this article that I show you, in Malaysia they do the research on orang asli. They for the refractive error, the hypero is high among the orang asli. So I think it's quite significant. But I don't think the presbio and hypero it's the same. What do you think?
I don't.
I
I
thought
think.
For me, I don't think so that hyper and presbio is the same because mostly the presbio is among older people, older people. While for hyper, it can be obtained at the young age, so it's quite not similar.
Yes, it's quite different, right? So I
Yes.
think that we need to have this topic.
But I thought that presbio is a myopic with the accommodation problem. So, am I wrong?
Presbio is, I think that presbio is hyperroot, but different from hyperroot because it caused by the lack of accommodation in the older patient, in older people, because the elastic of the muscle is hardened, right?
Yes.
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 I think that presbio is not avoidable because it
It's
it
happening at
better, right?
only.
Naturally happen, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. So as you getting older, then elasticity of the lens will decrease. So that's the
Yes.
cause of presbio. So it cannot avoid. Okay? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alfira?
And then,
Hmm?
Yes, Iza?
Yes.
I think the presbio is can be corrected with the medical device. So if we can find the prevalence on the medical device, so we can proceed with the process bio. So we can get everything.
Okay, okay.
Because we have no prevalence in Malaysia. I do not find the prevalence in Malaysia. So we cannot show the evidence to the madam.
Oh,
True.
understand.
So just KIV first, okay? For this topic.
Okay.
Next, Atira, do you have any suggestion on the topic?
Yes, of course. I have searched many articles and I have found that strabismus is quite interesting to choose as a topic because it's quite common among school children. So
Right.
and the prevalence is 2 to 5% of all children in Malaysia. And based on News Straits Times, they said that every 1 in 10 children in Malaysia has a undiagnosed vision problem, which is strabismus. Strabismus is the common causes and lead to amblyopia. And it also can be avoidable if the parents and the guardian aware about the signs and symptoms, and uh, uh, it can be avoidable lah, as can lead to amblyopia and then the vision problem among the Malaysian. What do you guys think?
I think that this is a good topic because strabismus is common in children. It also happen in my cousin because she not undiagnosed the vision problem and then it leads to strabismus and it is too late to return the eye back to normal because she just I diagnosed the problem.
How old is she?
She now 12 years old. But she already has the strabismus started at 7 years old.
Oh, because this article said that strabismus strabismus is quite common in 4 years old to 6 and 8 years old. I think that's why your
Quite in the
cousin.
range.
Yes. What do you guys
So
think?
in strabismus we are targeting children, right?
Yes, school children
So
especially.
indirectly
But we create an awareness to the parents.
Yes.
We educate the parents so that when the
Okay.
when the when the children cannot see something at far that is myop, right? So parents need to aware that and do that and should be diagnosed the vision, not to be not undiagnosed.
Okay.
See the eye doctor. Okay.
That's a very good topic to do for our project because yes, we can to educate the parent as our assignment too, right?
Yes.
We want
Yes.
to do for the parents. Okay. So anybody wants to talk more about the strabismus or amblyopia?
I think I only found the strabismus article only two articles that and say 2 to 5% the prevalence only in one article, and another the rest of article I searched, they said about amblyopia, about the lazy eye, which is the causes is from the strabismus. What do you guys think?
So most of the article that you find is about amblyopia. It's not about strabismus.
Yes.
It's not
Amblyopia.
quite strong for the prevalence. I think it's not quite strong for the prevalence.
Quite
that we
strong.
found.
The evidence.
Not quite strong.
Oh,
For the strabismus, right? Okay.
yes.
Anybody want to add anything?
I have suggestion on cataract topic. So I suggest that we do. I have. I want to do amount to target, which is among the worker and all the patient. But for the worker, I think is not quite suitable because during you are working, so the effects of the computer disease will not cause the cataract. So the reason I choose the cataract is because the high prevalence in Malaysia, which is 58.6 compared to the others, diabetic retinopathy and glaucoma. So I think cataract is untreated cataract is most that cause blindness and low vision in Malaysia. So what do you guys think?
I have a question.
Yes.
The cataract can be avoidable, and by what can be?
Cataracts, from my reading, I found that cataract is preventable, but regarding on the device to help to prevent, I'm not further.
UV, right? To prevent from the
I
UV
think
rays.
so that
UV light.
Maybe yes, because the symptom and the reason people get the cataract is due to the exposure to the environment, which is the UV light, and then it's also happens among the older patient, where I found that my grandfather also have the cataract, so it's quite interesting, maybe.
Yes, I think that
yes.
if we get this topic, I think that we can wear for example, for the workers that work outdoor to wear the sunglasses to
Yeah.
avoid the UV light, right?
Yes.
Also, the
Yes.
prevalence is quite high, so it is very concerned, right?
Yes.
Yes.
My father also have cataract.
Ah,
My father also, but he is not aware with it. So we can educate all the people about the cataract.
Yes, I
And
think
to
this is
treat
a
Good
nice
topic to
topic.
choose.
to treat the cataract, right?
Yes, because the cataract is about
quite
the
common.
cause of
Avoidable.
UV light, so we can wear a sunglasses.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody want to add on the cataract topics?
No,
For now,
I
no.
So far.
Alia want to suggest night myopia topics, but
Yeah.
there is no research article available in the internet. So um, I want to suggest another topic, myopia, because because there is a school children survey in Malaysia that shows the prevalence in Chinese student is 42%, and in Chinese Malay in Malay student is 15%. So the prevalence of myopia in the school children is very high.
I think
Yes.
this topic is
I
quite
think it is good
interesting.
idea because in
Yes.
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 because now the apa tu, the children always use gadget, right? And then you can see surrounding yourself that you can see the children many children wear their spectacle because they already get the mayuk for getting from look at the gadget a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, where they commonly less doing the outdoor activity, and then while doing the gadget, so I think they have a lot of reading maybe.
Yeah. Especially among Chinese population. Is it because of genetic or environment in the
Oh,
article?
It can be both.
It can be
Uh,
both, I think. And
But
where you want to focus?
yeah,
uh,
What kind of target? People.
Mm.
mm, based on the survey,
yeah.
the
yeah.
target is school children.
Mm.
So for our project, I want to suggest the school children or young adult. Young adult like
Oh,
university student is young adult, right?
yeah, I think it's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I think it's okay because myopia is also common in so many community.
Yeah.
In age.
Mm.
Yes, I already get the myopia at 70 years old because I study in dark room.
Yes, me
Uh,
too.
so I think that they common in student for now.
Yeah, because my myopia also is uh they progress rapidly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every year I have increment in myopia, which is one diopter. So we
Oh yes.
can prevent
We
it.
can aware them to slow the progression of
Yes.
the myopia, like
Mm,
2020 rule. We can educate
yeah.
them.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
agree. But can we do it on the school children?
Maybe I think it's
Mm.
better to do to the school children. At least we can make them aware from beginning.
From early. Okay.
From
Yeah.
early, sorry.
Mm.
If we target like young adults, it may be we also can, but bit late compared to
Yes.
the school
Yeah.
children.
But
Actually,
I
adult is quite easy to target and make them
Yes.
aware rather than
Because
school
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 children.
children,
children,
we need to find the parents, right?
Yes.
educate the parents
Yeah.
first. Yes.
Uh, yes.
and then myopia is it can cause strabismus also can. So I think it's better we do in young adult.
Yeah.
Correct.
Ah,
Okay.
It is
Okay.
easier in young adult. I read the myopia topic first. Okay. Iza,
Right?
do you have any suggestion on the topic for our project?
Okay.
No, no,
Um,
no, no, no. Iza have suggest right? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Another.
it's okay.
Yes.
Actually, I have another one topic, but I have not further research on the topic, which is glaucoma. So, the prevalence of glaucoma, hello.
hello.
So the prevalence of glaucoma is also higher in Malaysia, which is 6.6. But I found that glaucoma have many types, which is the acute angle and the open angle. Where from my reading, the open angle glaucoma is quite high, but yeah, it's quite high. And then I think the target people, I will choose the among the older patient also. So what you guys think?
The glaucoma. Okay.
I
Can
think it's
I,
okay.
Anna,
Uh,
please?
I think it's okay to aim an older patient because glaucoma can be progressed, right?
Yes.
Oh, um, yeah, that's all.
Iza, can I know the prevalence of glaucoma?
6.6.
Yeah.
6.6.
6 months.
Is it higher than cataract or lower?
It's lower than the cataract. I also read from the eye clinic of University of Malaya, which is show that it's second highest prevalence, which is 3.4 compared to the cataract. So still cataract is the highest one now.
Oh, uh, based on Anna said that glaucoma can progress, right? So
Yes.
in what kind of progression can I know how it progress? No, sorry.
Eh, it's okay. Um,
Maybe we need to make a further reading.
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Question of glaucoma.
The glaucoma actually, the
Maybe
glaucoma actually causing the optic nerve head damage the optic
Yes.
nerve head. So it can cause blindness in the older patient if
Yes.
untreated.
Oh,
So
IMP is
And
increased.
the glaucoma also can lead to the total blindness,
yeah.
vision loss.
yeah. It,
But
oh yeah,
how the
with drug,
glaucoma?
right?
yeah.
Huh?
Hmm?
We treated
It
the
affected
glaucoma
with
with drugs.
or
Drug.
Mm.
other visual hygiene or other things we can treat the or prevent the glaucoma.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it can prevent the glaucoma. And then glaucoma is um, higher risk on diabetic patient also.
Oh,
Oh,
Mm.
diabetes.
And glaucoma is caused by the higher IOP,
Mm.
oh,
increase of IOP,
Intraocular pressure.
which is maybe relate with the no, hypertension.
oh,
Yeah, I think it's okay because hypertension also common in our community, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Yes.
So that we can create awareness so people can prevent hypertension from causing glaucoma.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
You can
Next.
proceed.
Okay. So Naja have said her suggestion. No, right,
Not
Naja?
yet. Not yet.
Oh,
Okay.
so what topic do you want to suggest?
Okay. Before this, Iza said that high risk for the glaucoma is the diabetic patient, right? So
Yes.
I want to talk about this one topic, which is the diabetic retinopathy. There is more focus on the diabetic patient, as we know that nowadays uh, there are more diabetic patients rather than before this. So the sorry. So the diabetic retinopathy ni is good if we try to avoid among the diabetic patient because usually it happen when the diabetic patient is have diabetic more than 15 years, and there is an article that shows the prevalence for diabetic retinopathy. It is not quite high, but it is about 10 to 20%. So maybe we can aware about this diabetic retinopathy to the diabetic patient.
I think diabetic retinopathy prevalence is quite high also because rather than the others such as glaucoma.
Diabetic retinopathy, the target is the diabetic patient.
Yes, diabetic patient. The
Age?
later more than 40 years old. If a
Uh,
diabetic patient, we
Because
still
all
have
this.
the lower, less than 40 years old, but later we target more than 40 because because usually the diabetic retinopathy is can be obtained when the diabetes mellitus is more than 5 to 15 years.
If we need to aware the people to the diabetic patient, I think what should we aware them? What is how to prevent the diabetic retinopathy?
Mm, at least we have to
Our
we can
the level,
control their uh, blood sugar,
Oh,
level
Blood sugar
okay,
level.
okay.
yes,
Blood
blood
sugar
sugar
level.
level.
um
I think because diabetic patient uh need to control their what
The blood sugar
the
level.
blood blood what
blood glucose.
hypertension, high blood
High blood
Mm.
pressure.
Oh,
blood pressure, yes, also. And also diabetic retinopathy can happen when the patient of diabetic is smoking, right?
smoking.
I don't
oh.
think that is the associated risk maybe
Uh,
such
I
so we
think
as
it,
can
heart
this is
disease.
a good topic because it already specific, right?
And
hmm,
many things
yes.
can be asked in the survey.
Yeah, from the article that Najah showed us, it's quite many information in the article, and then the prevalence is quite hard, so we can give the evidence to the madam.
Yes.
Okay.
Agree. That's interesting because diabetic patient is increasing among
Yeah,
Malaysia every
Oh,
year.
Yes.
I also read the
Yes.
article from the KKM
Hmm?
which is say that 18.3 of younger have already have the diabetic mellitus.
Yes.
Even the school children also have the
Yes.
diabetes mellitus.
Yes.
So we need to aware about this diabetic patient before it becomes worse.
yes.
Become used to DI. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the diabetic retinopathy is quite strong for our project. Strong topic. So okay, now we have how many topic? Cataract. Right. Cataract, strabismus or amblyopia. And then presbyopia, dry eye, night myopia, and then diabetic retinopathy. So, and glaucoma kan.
Yes.
So anybody want suggest this more topic?
Pardon me?
Uh, anybody want to suggest more topic for our project?
For
We have
now,
quite
no.
many.
No.
No. Okay.
I have another topic.
Mm.
Because the strabismus is more related to amblyopia. So I don't think that the good topic to choose because cannot find another article among Malaysia about strabismus. If you guys can find, you can let me know. But another topic that I have read is about conjunctivitis. It's
Oh.
the article said that it cause of blindness and the prevalence is 1% among CL wearer because they always take
Oh, for
take
the
care of,
conjunctivitis.
yes.
Oh. Okay, okay.
So the mostly the article said that in CL wearer they will choose the
It's more
cheaper
common.
lens, cheaper contact lens in
So
night
the
market.
hmm?
Night market.
So they can cause conjunctivitis because of the inflammation of
Oh,
conjunctivitis.
the effect of the cheap contact lens, right?
So maybe have low hygienes on management of the contact lens maybe.
So the
Yeah,
population that for the conjunctivitis it suggests that contact lens wearer, right?
contact lens wearer among young adult
Oh.
because the young adult, especially in age 13 years old to 20 years old, secondary school, they tend to buy a contact lens to look beautiful eye.
Ah, yes,
But
yes.
I think
Yes.
uh,
So that the target population. What do you guys think? Is it okay to proceed with this topic or not?
I think the target is for young age, right? So I think
Yeah.
um the um it's I think more common the CFR is more common on the adult age 20 and above. Am I wrong?
It's right because of the employee
Hmm.
among the workers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tend less when they work because they feel and more beautiful. But they tend to buy in the what I call practical store. But I think that's not the quite common for PL wearer hygiene.
So we
Yeah.
need. There are many problems that can occur with the contact lens, and that that cause the conjunctivitis. Okay.
Yes.
So
Mm,
can we
it's
conclude?
a good topic. Okay. All right. So, okay, everyone has suggested many good topics.
Yes.
Uh, but we need top three topics that everyone want to vote. Want to vote?
Okay.
Three topics. Okay. So, what three topics that you guys want to do for our podcast?
I think diabetes retinopathy.
Diabetes retinopathy,
Glaucoma.
Coma.
glaucoma, and
Conjunctivitis maybe.
yeah, conjunctivitis.
Mm-mm.
We can do the myopia because another group has chosen the myopia, right? So
Yes,
the
Oh.
yes.
myopia um need to be rejected. Need to be rejected.
Yes, and
Never can.
for
Fingers
strabismus, I don't think
right.
that we can choose the topic because other group choose the amblyopia, so it's quite
Yeah.
same.
dry eye. Is there any group has choose the dry eye among seaweed?
Siapa tu?
I see that dry eye also the other group choose the topic, but they choose the contact lens related dry eye. So I afraid that
Yes.
the topic is quite same, right?
The content is maybe same, right?
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh no.
Cataract?
Cataract.
Cataract.
Same
Oh,
goes to cataract also.
the group
Other
also
school,
take
Satu.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fikra group.
Okay, now cataract is rejected because other groups have choose amblyopia. Presbyopia is not strong for our project, right? Because there is
No,
no
yes.
What?
There's no prevalence in Malaysia.
Yes.
dry eye is rejected because other group have choose this topic and myopia too. Uh, now we have left with diabetic retinopathy, glaucoma, and conjunctivitis. Okay, so
Hmm.
this three topic we will vote. Okay, how we want to vote for these three topic?
Hmm.
Yes.
Raise hand.
Yes. Huh?
Raise hand.
Yes, hand.
Listen. Oh, using internet
Microsoft
topic.
Teams.
Alright. Start the vote now.
Yes.
Okay.
Vote. Okay. First is conjunctivitis. Is there anyone want to vote? Can raise the hands. Okay, three people, right? Okay.
Yes.
Conjunctivitis is three
Yes.
people. Now it's glaucoma.
Wait.
Glaucoma is four. Four, three.
Three.
Coma is three. And now
Three.
diabetic retinopathy. Diabetic retinopathy. Who wants to vote for this topic? Six people. Okay. So everyone has vote for the diabetic retinopathy. So
Hmm.
does anybody agree with this topic?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Diabetic retinopathy.
So we have selected the diabetic retinopathy for our project. Okay. So anybody want to talk or to speak? Anybody want to add up anything?
Hmm.
No.
No, because I think that
No.
Yes.
diabetic retinopathy is already good topic.
Yeah. I think
Okay,
maybe
and
Yeah.
we have
it is easier for us to approach our parents first if there is our parents that have diabetes.
We have diabetic.
Yes.
uh,
There many
okay.
information that we can aware the patient.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we will end first for the topic choosing the topic session first. We will continue 5 minutes. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
We invite for listening.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
Dah, let's start.